we change. Like you take
Now
this.
I can hear you not that well anymore.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, now it's
Is it
better.
better now?
Yes,
Hello.
it's better.
Now I'm gonna talk about the employee developments and benefits.
Mhm.
Let's start with how does the company support the work-life balance of its employees?
Mhm. So there are different aspects. I think I start with the first one, the kind of around flexibility. So we have no time tracking, to say it this way. So we think this is the standard. We have a 40 hours work time, and we are not forced as employees to track our working time. So this is the first thing that really helps to be flexible. So it would mean that we on one day we could say we work for 6 hours, and the other day or 2 days later we then say, okay, we work 10 hours. So we're flexible in terms of the time, how we do the work. So this is the one thing. What else we have is that we have 40 hours. We work 40 hours per week, but the contracts are 38 hours. So that means these kind of 2 hours, we are free. We have the choice to say we want to have them paid out, or we can collect the time, and not even the 2 hours per week, even up to 8 hours. So it's we have the possibility to collect time instead of getting it paid out. And in the end, we can take this free time to go for a longer vacation, or to say, I need maybe a bit of more time for my family or whatever. So quite flexible working time models we offer to our people. So this is all on the working time. What else do we have? We have, since some years, additional vacation days for our people. We call them Wellness Fridays. So Michelle Knox, I really like it, of course. So it means to the standard vacation days we have in Germany of 30 days, we have 4 additional days paid by the company for us, for our well-being, and I think it's great. What else do we have? We have paid parental leave, we call it. So it means, and as well, of course, it helps to keep the balance. So it means someone as young parents, you have the possibility to be off work for 6 months, and you get paid for this time off, that you can take care of your new family, and yeah, as well, quite a great benefit, I think, for the employees.
Okay,
I
thank
think
you.
these are the main points. I think the overall flexibility is the point as well.
So they have the remote working option available?
Yes, as I just said, so we're flexible in the way we work during the week. We call it swing time. And we're as well flexible to say, if we have a full-time contract, we can even say, oh, for 1 year I will go on a reduced working time. So as well, we have the flexibility here as well. Or do you mean the flexibility to work on site and in the home office?
Yes.
As well. So yes, so we're as well, we have the full flexibility. So we can more or less work the way we think is the best. What we have asked the teams and the people leader, that they work on their kind of team norms, how they best work together. And in the meantime, for most of the teams, there are 1 or 2 days per week where people really meet in person in the office, on the local offices. But again, it's again on the teams how they think they can work best together, and the rest of the time they're working from home.
Thank you. So what is the opportunities does the companies provide for the professionals developments and growth?
So development is as well a key aspect within the company. It's part of our HPE beliefs. So always looking for learning opportunities. And what we have in place, it's called performance enablement process, performance enablement. So it means people leader are forced to give ongoing feedback. So we have a process in place that there are quarterly conversations where people leader give feedback to their employees on their performance, on their career potentials, on the development. So it's really key for us to make sure people develop the way where they want to go. And in the end, of course, if people are developed and engaged, motivated, in the end, it's good for the business, and it's in our interest.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, can you tell me more about the onboarding process and ongoing training programs?
So when someone starts with the company, there's a basic onboarding program. So on the standards, how we work together, what they need to know. So this is really driven by global. And then there are, of course, then specific onboarding trainings, and often it's as well that we have a kind of a buddy or mentor in the departments that support people getting into the job. So this is often business specific or in the area where the new hire starts and in the new teams. And so it's a combination of basic standard trainings that would be the same across the globe. And then we have the specifics dependent on the role, on the specific topics people need to get into the job, and then supported by buddies and mentors.
Okay, and I have a question. Does one body have one person, or are there buddies for more person? So is the
it depends. So as an example, when we have several new employees starting in one area, then it's often one buddy that takes then care of all the new people coming in. It depends on the setup, but if there's only one new person starting in the area, it's often a one-to-one mentorship or bodyship. It all depends.
Okay.
But feedback from new hires is quite positive on this buddy and mentorship, because they always have someone to where they could ask questions, the go-to person, and that helps really a lot to get the people quite fast into the jobs.
Okay, and how is the employee performance typically evaluated, and what is the metrics that you are used?
So it goes a bit the way I've described before with the performance enablement. So these quarterly conversations, there is first an assessment of the
Sorry.
people leader.
Yeah. Sorry, we can't hear you. I mean, it's the
Really?
internet's problem.
Okay, maybe I take out the camera, maybe it's better.
Sure.
Is it better now?
No internet.
Yeah. ของพวกเราโอเค
Better? Is it better? Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No? Hello? No? No, does not look like, huh? Should I go out?
Can you tell her that?
Hello.
The same.
Hi, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so my device have some problems with the Wi-Fi. I try to join back in,
Okay.
but the meeting is still recorded. Yeah, okay, so
Still record?
yeah, it still records.
No problem, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
So
I let him continue. Let's start the question again.
Okay, so I will repeat the question again.
Yes.
So how is the employee performance typically evaluated, and what is the metrics that I used?
So as already before, so we have a quarterly feedback round conversations, and people leader assess first of all the set objective goals and as well the performance, and we have globally defined metrics on this one, how employees are doing. And what people leader need to assess as well is the potential for development within the current role and even beyond this role. So that means a people leader need to assess and think where the employee really stands, and it gives clarity and transparency to the employees. And what's as well important, if we see there are potential difficulties, it's as well then within these quarterly conversations where the people leader with respective employee bring everything on the table, as well if the employee needs potentially more support to fulfill his to fulfill the role and the tasks. So it's a quarterly performance assessment, and you can say it's more or less kind of an ongoing feedback and performance performance feedback culture. So it's not like often in companies you just get feedback maybe once a year. So we have really this ongoing feedback culture.
Oh, Sibylle, your camera is not on, or we can't see you.
Yes, I know. I thought maybe it's better. I can try again. I thought maybe you then hear me better just from the internet connection.
Yeah, we
Can you
see
still
now.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, good. So then, of course, it's better to see faces.
Okay, so I'm there again.
Back again.
Should we continue?
Swap or like
No,
just use this one?
yeah.
Let me use one device.
Okay, let's continue on the next question. Is there any system in place for providing feedback and fostering continuous improvements?
Yes, so these just described performance enablement process. So this is really ongoing feedback from the people leader to employees. And what we have on top, we have twice per year the possibility, the opportunity for employees to give feedback to their people leader. This means the other way around. And as well, this is quite important for us as a company to get feedback from the employees, what they think, where they are for their people leaders. It's as well a great opportunity for employees during surveys. So as well here, we really have a feedback culture, to say it this way.
Okay, so
7 and 8. You can jump to the now.
okay, so how does the company encourage the employee engagement and involvement in decision-making process?
Can you repeat it? I think I didn't get it, what you exactly want.
So how the company encourage the employee engagement and involvement in the decision-making process? Like how do you take action on the decision-making process?
With employee.
So,
Yeah, with the
yes,
employees.
so it's really, I think I mentioned it already several times. It's part of our beliefs, how we work together, and people are invited to speak up, to bring in their perspective, and in the end, it's in most of the cases we have the decision making is a common approach.
Okay, thank you. And the last question is, are they employees resource groups or forums to open communications?
So so I said we have quite a lot of resource groups. What's the question?
Do you have intranet, like where you can?
I hardly understand you right now. Can you speak up a bit?
Do you have like an intranet where you can exchange, information and ideas? Yeah.
Sure. So we have dedicated sites within the intranet on all our resource groups. Yes. So everyone is invited to join to the resource group they are interested, and from time to time, of course, new resource groups are established, as well here people are invited to engage, to network with others, to bring the topics forward. Yes, and it's communicated as well from time to time in newsletters, so that really everyone is aware what kind of resource groups we have.
Okay, thank you. That's it for me.
Okay.